What is up, YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to encrypt your browser. Now, I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you already have a reason as to why you want to encrypt your browser or any application really. If you know how the directories work for that application, you can encrypt that application. Um, but I'm gonna show an example for Firefox, but it works for Google Chrome. It works for any browser as long as you know the file structure, like where does the browser store its files. So here I'm on Linux, and usually this is where it will be. And for encrypting, we're gonna use veracrypt. If you don't have veracrypt, what you want to do is, if you're on Arch, you can use Yay. If you don't have Yay, you can install it, or you can use Pacman, and um, you can search for veracrypt, of course. Just typed my password. There we go. Now I'm not going to install it because it's already installed. But if you're on Debian based, you would do apt install veracrypt. Or if it's not veracrypt, you can do search veracrypt and see what's the package called. You can also download it from your browser and install it manually. Now, once you have it installed, what you want to do is you want to open it, and we're going to create a volume. Next, we're going to put a hidden one. In my opinion, it's better. You're going to have two passwords. You're going to have a really strong password to store your private stuff, and you're going to have an easier password. Okay. Don't make it too easy, because if it's not very long, and I recommend minimum 20 characters long, if it's not very long, it's going to be quicker and easier for an attacker to break the hash, to basically brute force your password. Even if your password is not leaked, even if your password is not in the dictionary, they can always try every combination possible for that. 6 long character password. It's going to take them like a minute or two. It's going to be really quick depending on the hash. So let's go with hidden. You're going to have two passwords, as I said. You're going to have one password which you can give in a situation where you are forced by law, for example. Or if if you have a gun to your head, you give that password, not your secret password. If they figure out that there's two passwords, then yeah, you're gonna have to give it. But hopefully they're not tech savvy. Location. So this is where we're gonna store it. The file. I'm gonna put it in the desktop, but you can put it anywhere. It doesn't really matter. You can put it in a flash drive, for example. Okay, we're gonna put a name. I'm gonna just write test, but you can write whatever you want. Next, I'm gonna leave this as default, but you can, you can change it to whatever. You can also do a benchmark to see how fast or how slow does it write onto your hard drive. So this is the list of encryptions, and you can use this information to choose which one you want. I'm just gonna leave everything on default. Hit next. Now the size of the browser. I'm just gonna check. How big is it? So it's 27 megs, but please do check it before you create your volume, and maybe make it double of what it is, because obviously you're gonna visit more websites, and yeah, it's gonna grow in size. But I'm gonna create out of volume. So out of volume is like the whole thing, right? You're gonna have your outer volume, and then you're gonna have your hidden volume, which is inside of that bigger volume. So if you put like here 100 megs, I'm probably gonna only be able to use 95 for the hidden volume. So I'll have to leave like 5 megs, um, which would be like 5%. But yeah, let's put 100 megs because then I can see how much exactly I'm allowed to use out of 100. Use all available. Okay, password. I'm gonna put an easier one for the outer volume. Next. See, it's recommending me to have a longer password. Obviously, this is just for the video, so I'm gonna ignore. If you're on Windows, you want to have this in NTFS. I'm just gonna leave it in FAT. We're gonna move our cursor around. This is creating randomness. Come on, let's go. Gotta move faster. Oh, it only works if the cursor is inside the window. Okay, fair enough. My cursor is going bigger and bigger. This is ridiculous. Okay. Format. Put your admin password. Okay, next. Now we're gonna go on to the hidden volume. I'm just gonna go next. 98.5. Okay, I was wrong. It's not 5%, it's actually 2.5%. Okay. I'm gonna use 95 megs so I can put it something like you have to leave some space in the outer volume so that you can put some fake files in there, because if it's empty, they're gonna be like, why you have this, encrypted file? What are you using it for if it's empty? So don't make it suspicious. Put some random files in there, like cat pictures or something. Okay, next. Here we're gonna put a really, really strong password. I can't think of any. Okay, I got something. But I'm scared if I forget about it. I already forgot. Hang on. Was it like this? No. Hang on. I think it's like this. Yes. Yes. You know what? I'm gonna copy this just to make sure I don't lose it. Now don't store your passwords anywhere. Just try to remember it. I'm just storing it because to make the video easier. Hang on, is the password different? It was different. Hang on. There we go. Next. And my cursor is gonna grow. I think that's a KDE thing, the cursor to grow. Doesn't Mac do the same? I think Mac does the same. Jesus. Look at the size of the cursor. God damn. That cursor is becoming bigger and bigger. Oh, look at the size of that. How do I even click on it? I couldn't even click on the button. Okay. Okay, now we can close this. As you can see, our file is over here. Okay. And now we're gonna mount it. So, we need to select first. Go onto the desktop, select the file, and now we hit mount. And now, let me put the password, the super secret password, which I don't use for anything, by the way, so don't think you got my password. Hit OK. Okay, here we go. Now it's mounted. It's probably empty. So if I go over to the... Oh, it's already open. Right, so if you go to /run/media/veracrypt and the number that you selected, I left it at number 1, so it's number 1. And as you can see, it's empty, but we're gonna do something here, right? So our browser writes everything into .mozilla, right? We're going to copy that folder to run media veracrypt. Oh, yes, it's not gonna work. Hang on. It's in there. I just don't think it has the... Oh, it has. Okay. It's probably because I opened the browser before, but I've closed it. Right, let me try to remove the folder. I think it's like this, actually. No? Then .mozilla. So now if we check it, we should be able to see the symbolic link. Yeah, there we are. So now .mozilla is pointing to /run/media/veracrypt1.mozilla. So our browser is running inside of a encrypted partition, right? So let me open this. And let me check. Okay, so if I'm just gonna make sure it works. So I'm gonna go on to blah blah blah.com. Close it. Let me check if it's in the history. Yes, it is. We close the browser. We open it again. Go on to history. Okay, so it's saving the history. That's perfect. That means it works. So we can ignore this error here. I think it's just a log file that can't be transferred. It's not a big deal. Everything works as I just tested. So now what we're gonna do is, let's say you turn off your computer. So that partition is gonna disappear, right? It's not gonna be there anymore. So now if we open Firefox, you see it can't be open. You have to decrypt the file and mount a partition. Okay. So no one can use Firefox now. No one can see your history. Someone steals your laptop, they can't access anything related to your browser or whatever application you're encrypting. So you create a symbolic link, right, onto your encrypted volume. So everything is encrypted. Your passwords are encrypted, your history is encrypted, everything related to your browser. You can do this with logs for your bash history. I mean, anything you can think of. So now what I'm going to show you is, what if we give the fake password, right? I'm just going to show you that nothing's going to be there. And I'm going to put some cat pictures in there. If I remember the password, please be this. Yes. Okay, that's the password. Yeah, it doesn't exist. I know it doesn't exist. So if we go here, folder is empty. See that? Oh, how am I gonna download cat pictures now? Do I have another browser? That I can use? I don't have another browser. I messed up, guys. Okay, I'm gonna unmount. I'm gonna mount it. The whole point is for me to show you that you can have two different things inside of two different partitions inside of the encrypted file, if that makes any sense. I can't remember the password. I gotta copy it. Obviously, I could make a password that I would remember, but I don't really want to do that because then you get into my head. Okay, veracrypt one. Okay, so as you can see, now we got the folder and we got the browser, and if we check the history, we got blah blah blah.com there. So let's go on to images.google.com, cat pictures. I don't know why I write pictures, but it doesn't matter. So let's double get this. Can I double get this? I'm sure we can. Let's go to the desktop. Yeah. Oh, it did the capitalization automatically. That's great. Cat.jpg. Will it work? I think I need to put this inside of. Why am I downloading a picture on the terminal instead of just downloading in the browser? I'm weird. Okay, there we go. We got the cat over here. Very mad cat. He's like, why you were decrypting my volume? Okay. So now I'm just gonna unmount this. Target is busy. Yes, yes, yes. We need to close it. Okay, unmount. There we go. Now we're gonna mount it. Type our extremely easy password, which is 123 123, by the way, if you're wondering. Gonna put the cat pictures in here. Move here. There we go. Got our cat picture over here. Okay. As you can see, it's inside the same volume. Okay. Now, if we unmount this. Oh, yeah. Let's mount it again. As you can see, cat picture. Okay. Oh, Firefox still not working. Okay. It's in the hidden volume. No one knows about it. It's safe. Your passwords and your history, your weird ass history is safe. So if I put it the extremely, not very hard, but hard password, I would say. My next video is going to be probably about how fast can my RTX 5090 decrypt any passwords 6-character long with numbers, special symbols, upper case, lower case. I'm curious to know. So now, as you can see, it works. Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope. Oh, another thing. I almost forgot. If you're in a public place, go into your Firefox settings, privacy and security, scroll down over to DNS over HTTPS and put max protection, because then they can't see your DNS requests. But I also advise you to use a VPN or Tor, anything so that they can't see which IPs you're connecting to. Okay, so your traffic's encrypted, but they can still see which IPs you're communicating, and they can do a reverse resolve to see which websites you're going to. But this should make it harder for them. Not impossible, but hard. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button.